Hi Libra, welcome to your new love reading for 19. Everything you need to know about this reading is in the description box below. These have been quite interesting because these have not been lighthearted. Just saying. I'm sitting here going, what the hell's going on? Because I'm expecting, a lot of kind of like, ooh, exciting new love. But some of these have been people returning from quite a while ago. So, this has been, and it's all kinds of major arcana. So this has been interesting. Anyway, everything you need to know about this reading is in the description box below, as always. And the recommender reader shout outs, not right now, go to Mana and Ray of Light Tarot. And I will have their description links in the description box below. And they come highly recommended in the recommender reader community post we have going on. I just updated it today. I'm keeping track of everything on my end so I don't repeat, and so I get a chance to include everybody. So if you do want to give a shout out to somebody, put their name down and I'll get them on the list, and we'll just keep plugging away until I name everybody. All right, Libra. Libra, new love for Libra. This isn't like just a love reading. So if we're talking about a new love, it's like, okay, I can see why there could be an X, because this time around maybe it's different, like X from a while ago. And yeah, so it would be kind of like pivotal or transformational. That would explain why it's been so heavy. Okay, all right. It's not just like a love situation. This is a new love interest. Shutting up. Here we go. Okay, Queen of Swords. There you are, Libra. Queen of Swords. This is decisive action. This is being in charge and in command of your forward movement. This is telling it like it is. Sometimes this is a bitch card, all right, male or female. But this is about being independent and sort of steering your own ship right now. 9 of Wands, the Chariot, the Sun, Page of Swords, 8 of Pentacles, 7 of Cups. Interesting. Okay. All right. This person has a lot of, they can be very intense. There's nothing wrong with that, though, if it's purposeful, right? All right, what's this 9 of Wands about? Is this somebody you've met online, or this could be somebody you're going to meet online, or you just met online? It's this 9, and they're quite guarded, or they might be older and more experienced, but this is somebody that could be kind of like, all right, I know the deal, been around a few times, I know what I like, what I don't, and I am very protective of that. Like, I know who I am, and I will defend it. I keep my side of the street clean, and I try to be dutiful and diligent, but this person is that way because they've been through a lot also, so they could be a bit guarded. They're still showing up, they're still, doing this thing, but they could be a bit guarded, but also resilient. What's this 9 of Wands here for? Yay. Got the Sun. We got the Sun twice. Yay for the Sun. That's the yes card. Well, how is this going to work? Yes. It's the happiest card in the deck. Even if it's reversed, it's still happy. It's just a period of sadness, but that's the positive affirmation card. Things working out, conflict resolution, problem solving, working together. What's the 7? What's the 7 a thing over here? What's this Chariot over here? This Chariot. Right. So yeah, it's like they have two speeds, like full speed ahead or, oh God, I don't know what to do. So they might need a little help with the balance or being able to work things out. They might be, because they have been around for, I don't want to say been around for a while, but there was that kind of jaded or guarded nature to them. They might have a little problem with things moving forward or being comfortable with things moving forward. They might just be really, I don't want to say stuck in their ways, but it comes out of fear. It's born out of fear. So forward movement might be stalled or halted because they don't know what to do next. Like, they might realize, holy cow, I like you. And then it's like, I don't know what to do now. I just want to keep it here. I don't want to go forward, because then if we go forward, like if we get married, that means divorce is possible, So let's just keep it right here. And this very well could be somebody that you are talking with online. This will be slow going if you choose to stay with this, stick with it and whatnot. This will be slow going because of their kind of guarded nature. They default to, we've got both cards here of victory, but the default is to put the brakes on first because they're just like, whoa, wait, this has happened to me before. You're like, yeah, but not with me. You're like, still it's happened. Same color car. So, you know. All right, what's this? Page of Swords. What's this Page of Swords? What's this Page of Swords? Knight of Swords. Awesome. Okay, so this is an unexpected encounter, unexpectedly meeting them online. Perhaps they've even been in your circle of friends and you just start to talk to them one-on-one and you find that spark there. This, you know, for as kind of as stubborn or as fearful as they be, they really do want to find their person, but they, you know, there's been some damage, so they're a little bit jaded, but also resilient. They do want things to work and move forward. They just want to find the right person to do that with. So they might be very careful. They might do a lot of watching and waiting. There might, things, like I said, might be slow going. All right, what's this Eight of Pentacles about here? All right, so yeah, this is somebody that's going to be willing to work to find the truth, wants to work things out, wants to get clarity, wants to be on the same page. But again, with the slow going. And I think because of that they're kind of jaded or they've kind of been through it before, they're going to want to approach, they're really going to want to vet the situation. So a lot of talking probably at first, wanting to, you know, find the truth, really understand, meet on that mental, cerebral level, and then things can get romantic. But they might be a little just shy because, you know, their past experiences. What's this Sun card about? Nice. Got the Ten of Pentacles and the Three of Cups. Okay, nice. All right. So Ten of Pentacles, Three of Cups, and the Sun card. Wow. This is like, okay, this is going to be, we got stable and secure, and we've got celebration and fun and social time. So this is going to be a happy period of just kind of dating, a lot of social experiences, a lot of going out, probably starting off as a friendship indeed, at least first, because this is you in charge of yourself. This could also be you talking to this person online. We got the swords here. So, you know, everything is as it should be. The only thing is at a certain level. If this person gets out of their comfort zone, that's when things start to get a little wonky for them. We got the Seven of Cups here. So as long as it's kind of kept at this, like, this sort of page level, or this, even this night where there's like a lot of talking, a lot of, you know, words exchanged. Let's go here. Let's go see this. Let's go do. But when you get down to the feelings or the kind of like, well, you know, how about you and me? That's where they might be like, I don't know what to do. So it should be a pretty, and I get 4 months. Well, I'm going to see if I can throw timing in here. But it's a fun, happy, celebratory time. No real major issues. Just pretty stable, secure. Everything's going to be fun. But after about 4 months, or in 4 months, 4 months is significant. I'll have to see why. That's when they might get a little gun shy, when they might run into this. But here's the Ten of Pentacles here, which is saying, no. It's fine. Everything's fine. You can have security and celebration. You can have going out and having a lot of fun and being here and being there and going and doing, and also feel safe and secure with each other. Both are possible. It's not just like, oh God, we're starting to get serious. No, we can still, you know, go do the things we were doing when we met. We can still have fun. No ball and chain here. It's this Seven of Cups. The Moon, Seven of Cups. The Eight of Wands. Interesting. Okay, so this is about confusion. You might be thinking that things aren't clear for the future, especially if you got this Ten of Pentacles here. It might be like, okay, well, can we get some ground rules like for you and me? Or like, you know what I mean? Like, can we approach this security-minded? Not security, but you know what I mean? Like stability. Like, all right, what are we doing? There might come a point, possibly after 4 months, to where it's like, okay, what are we doing? What do you want out of this? Let's have that talk here. And we've got movement. So forward movement with this person is going to be a struggle. I think they're going to like things kept at a certain level, but they're going to be really kind of scared to move past that, because that's when things have gone to seed for them. It's like after a certain point, things start to fall apart. And it feels like it's around the 4 month mark. That seems awfully early, but there's something, 4 months is significant. So maybe that's what it is. But so you might have questions about the future and their issue. You know, there's this confusion because they might have a lot of trouble with things progressing past a certain point. And if you don't know that about them, you're going to be like, well, what are we? Are we just going to keep being the way we are? Because I know what I want. And is that what you want? Because if we're on the same page, great. But you know, we've got the Pentacles here that might be on your mind, and they're just like, I can't go past a certain point. They need to explain, or you need to understand why, because otherwise it's going to be taken the wrong way. But there's something, you know, if nothing else, it's baggage, and at this point, you know, after a certain age, it becomes luggage, right? And everybody has it. It's just that they might feel like it's insurmountable, but they're going to have to find a way past it if they're going to want to, you know, things to work out with you, because having things up to a certain point and then just kind of hanging out at that, it's like, you know what, that's not fulfilling to me, or I kind of want something more after a while. I want to know that you want it too. Otherwise, you know, I don't want to be trying to convince you to want this. I mean, that's weird. Oh, timing for Libra. Timing for this person. It's almost like they're shy or timid. Like they want things to work out, but they're afraid. And now when I say that, don't get like, oh, that's sweet, I can help with it. No, don't do that. Because when you're a kid, it's cute. When you're an adult, it gets scary because people lash out. When people get backed into a corner, you know, it's like, no. This person has to come to it on their own. And while you can be secure and ask the questions and kind of let them know what you want, this could be male or female. At some point, they have to take it upon themselves, because, you know, you back someone into a corner and an adult, and it's not the same thing. Not the same thing when you're a kid. 2 7s. What is 2 7s? I just realized that. News. All right. Well, we do have some swords here. We got a couple of swords right here. Look at all these swords. Ooh, maybe this is an online relationship, and it's about moving closer together as well as moving forward. And we got confusion here, because what are we going to do next? Are we going to take this to the next level? Aha. Because right now, maybe it's all kinds of fun and celebration, and things are secure, things are at a level that you're both comfortable with. 4 months though. All right. Timing card. Okay, this is the issue that needs to be addressed then, is that's forward movement. Things progressing past a certain point that this person seems to be pretty reluctant to do so, Libra. Timing card. So that's going to need to be addressed before we can get to the time, or, you know, this was like saying, okay, just keep in mind that this is something that needs to be looked at before you can get to the time. Okay, this is what needs to be addressed now. Ooh, wow. So it's imminent. Everything's been imminent. Well, there's been a couple that are like 2 and 3 months, or 3 and 4 months, but so this is so Ace of Swords. This would be like any day now, basically. It's either any day now, or we could be talking about early fall, which, if you're where I'm at, that's in about 4 months, 4 or 5 months. So any day now, Ace of Swords, any day now, or we're looking in terms of seasons, this would be autumn. All right. But this movement, this forward movement showed up again here. This needs to be addressed. We've got cards all over talking about things not progressing past a certain point. And it would make sense if this is an online relationship, like you can only go so far online, right? But if you're in proximity and there's still this hesitancy to take it to the next level, that needs to be looked at, because then it's like, well, do you really even want this? You know, then it could be that you're both wasting your time. This could be you going, look, I know what I want, we need to talk. This is male or female, but this is being very clear and decisive. 2 cards for Libra, please. You know, it's funny, and I'm really hoping that the online piece fits for you, just because I'm like, you know, this is starting to feel like Libra is having to be like the bigger person and really understanding, and it's like, you know, I don't like that. But it makes sense if this is an issue, if there's distance involved. That I could see why there was that conflict. But if you're in proximity and someone's still kind of like, no, you know, it's like, wait a minute, what, really? So I feel better about this being a distance issue, like logistics and distance and all that, because that would certainly explain why someone's hesitant to kind of move forward with things if there is distance involved. Much more better. It's much better to be in proximity. Okay, so we've got the anchor, which is feeling, this is a committed relationship, long-term relationship, confident, security, stable, that sort of thing. Could also be feeling tied down, just saying. Doesn't have to be. And perhaps this is hoping. We got romance, intuition, magnified feelings here. So this is about really, quite possibly hoping that this person is of like mind and wants to take things to the next level. Because we got that in Pentacles here. Things are good now, but, well, I shouldn't say now. when you two get going, and let's just say now, because it feels like this is beginning for you. We got the Page of Swords here, and this could very well be something that has just started, but it has a potential to turn into something unless you are up to a certain point at least, and this person's going to need help getting past that. Why? Well, because you're both feeling the feels, you're both having fun, but when it comes to moving forward, this person needs to work through their issues. This has the potential to be something pretty significant, stable, secure, committed, with longevity. Like, we got the anchor here. I mean, that's really grounding. And right now, feelings of romance and that chemistry and that attraction, they're magnified. This has potential. This is a card of potential for longevity in a romantic, committed relationship. But this person's going to have to be able to work through that, whatever's keep holding them back, whatever they're scared to death of. I get it. Past relationships, baggage, we've been hurt, but at some point they've got to take the initiative and power through it, get to getting, because you don't want to feel like you're dragging someone along. I mean, that's no. Libra. All right, that's is 6, and when it's like this, I always turn this out. Okay, 6, 5 of Pentacles. So 6 of Wands reversed, which is things not working out. This is sort of, perhaps there's been a fight, or there's some hurt feelings about not being on the same page and someone doing more work than the other person, or more of an effort, caring more. But there's been perhaps a falling out, and right now things are disconnected. Makes sense if you two are at odds on moving forward and whatnot. I don't think this is a new love. I think this is turning into somebody you realize you do have feelings for. I think you've been talking to this person for a while online. I feel like the focus has shifted to just you two. It might have been as a group thing or as friends. They might have been doing this longer than you have. It could have been they were in your circle of people you were talking to, but now the focus is on you two. And it feels like there's been some kind of falling out, and honestly, it's because this person's scared, and that's kind of endearing. But then, like I said, people lash out and say things and do things when they're backed into a corner, when they're afraid. So that's not very cute. Okay, all right, Libra. I hope this was helpful. I hope this works out. This is someone that you know already. This is not somebody new. This is someone that you probably just started focusing on, but you've known them. So. And this light bulb going off that, oh, hey, there's potential here, it's imminent. But that issue of moving forward and being on the same page with each other and what you both want is definitely needs to be addressed. That's going to come up probably pretty quickly. I just realized we have 2 Aces of Swords here. Yowza. So once they get past that point, we got the Eight of Pentacles here. They will be, but it's like, boy, that trust is hard won. They're going to have to be able to get past that. Because once they do, then it's like, okay, they will work. They value the security. We got the Pentacles here and the Eight of Pentacles. This is somebody that needs to feel safe and secure in a relationship and needs to know the truth and values the truth, because they need to be on I bet you they were cheated on. Because this is all about someone not wanting to go past a certain point, because why? They'll get hurt. And then if we do go past a certain point, you always and forever have to be honest with me and promise that we can work through anything if we figure out what's really going on and we tell each other the truth. This is probably someone that's been cheated on So, okay. Good times. In a way, it's kind of like, oh, but it looks like it did a number on them. They're going to have to work through it. So, okay, Libra, take 2. Outro, take 2. I hope this was helpful. I hope to see you in the next reading. I thank you for stopping by, and I hope you and your person are able to work it out. Okay, take care.